Hey pals, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Snap. The usual crew's here. This is just us now. We've added the Pokedexpert to the contract.
You know, it was a big undertaking, but I'm glad that my people and your people were able to work together. Feels like it was worth it. You know, the sign-on bonus was very appreciated. Thank you guys so much for that. You know, I hope that I'm able to bring the level of content that you need to make up for, you know, the funds that you spent on me. Thank you.
All of our not profit has gone to the Dexpert.
Is it still okay that we pay you in apples?
give you 6 apples. Give you 20 apples.
We agreed to not talk about contract specifics on recording.
Yeah, I take Apple Pay, I take Google Pay, I take Zelle, Cash App. You know, I'm very flexible in how y'all pay me. Bitcoin I will take as well. I don't do Doge anymore. It's too volatile.
That's fair. That's very fair.
That makes sense. I think apples were the first cryptocurrency.
Nice.
Oh, look at that. Snorlax, you got him. What a shot. What a shot, Mama.
So, to circle back, because Mama, you didn't tell us what Pokemon you would be if given the chance.
Oh, wait. I went through the recording prior to this episode. Mom said Hitmonlee for stretchy legs.
I did, yes, stretchy legs. Thank you. I did, yeah. Obviously, I knew I remember that.
Yeah. Obviously, you had such passion to be Hitmonlee.
He was so committed to being the Hitmonlee that it never once left his mind.
And Hitmonlee is a great option. You know, if you're looking to become a Pokemon, why wouldn't you pick a Pokemon that is pretty close physiologically? That makes sense to me. You know, that way you wouldn't have to relearn how to walk or anything like that. Like, you know, Scyther with its backwards legs, that could take
That's pretty normal. That's like a normal person.
I mean, it could take some getting used to, is all I'm trying to say.
So are you saying that you guys are usually the type of people that will go to a restaurant and just get the same thing every time? Like that same kind of mentality?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, you know it's safe.
Really? You guys play it safe every time?
I think it depends on the restaurant.
What if it's like, you don't get FOMO? Like, what if what you're eating is the worst thing they have, but you're like, I like it, so then you don't try anything else?
You don't go to a restaurant because you want that thing at the restaurant?
No, almost never.
Oh.
If I didn't like getting the same thing, I would have a very bad time at my job because I got the same thing almost every day for 10 years now.
Your job is to throw apples! Do that!
Throw apples! Just keep throwing apples?
Yeah, no, when I go to a restaurant, I'm always like, oh yeah, last time, you know, I got the honey chicken biscuit, but like, what if the pork chops are bomb diggity daffodil?
Pork chops are never bomb diggity daffodil.
I usually would agree with you.
Hate pork chops.
Hate them?
Yeah, I used to, before my dad left, he would make me sit at the table until I finished the pork chops. I have not eaten them since, ever. I hate them.
He's like, I'm coming home when you finish these, and you just have it in a drawer somewhere.
That's what's keeping it back! Is I haven't finished my pork chops!
And every day when you get depressed, you just stare at it, and you're just like, it's still not worth it.
It's not worth it.
I know I've got 5 other siblings suffering from my
Your mom's
actions.
like, Judgey, please.
Judgey, please eat the
I
pork
miss my
chop.
husband. Just eat the pork chop. No! I don't want to take out the trash.
It is my professional opinion, Judgey, that maybe you should talk to a professional.
A professional pork chopper?
We brought you here.
Oh, I'm not this kind of professional. I'm sorry. No. As the world's
Pretend
foremost,
I'm a metapod.
yeah, as the world's foremost expert on Pokemon biology, sociology, and social biology, I understand where you might get a little crossed up, particularly given your affinity toward that Pikachu from the cave a few episodes ago.
The thick boy?
The one that put on the COVID-19.
That guy had plenty of pork chops.
But
that one ain't that one's that's Judgey's dad's favorite Pikachu is the thick boy Pikachu.
But I will say that I do not feel qualified to give you medical advice. I'm sorry, Judgey.
I think the answer is right in front of us, because if we can somehow go to our Pokemon states, Judgey, become Lucario, then he has to help you.
I could certainly
He can help you with your dad problems.
This is perfect. He's the foremost expert on all the dadless Lucarios.
Absolutely. You know, I learned a lot about parentless Pokemon when I was working with Cubone. You know, we were out. Actually, this is a crazy coincidence of a story, but we were out in Austin, Texas, doing some work with the local Cubone community when we stopped off at a local steakhouse who does pork chop Fridays, and they were very, very good pork chops. I know, Judgey, that you have some pork chop and poppy stuff, but I think you would really benefit from a trip to Austin, Texas, to look at those Cubones and see the way that they're able to move on without their parents.
Oh, what a weird plug.
I think the newest reasoning of daddy problems being called poppy stuff is probably my favorite thing.
Yeah, poppy probs.
I'm just saying, if you need some pop chops, I've got some recommendations for you.
Chip off the old pop chops.
Chip off the old chop.
Chop block, chop poppy. Oh, wow. I'm learning so much and almost nothing about Pokemon.
You know, that's a good point. Mosh, maybe we should get back to the reason that I'm here, which is to talk about Pokemon. So we just saw Staryu. What are your questions about Staryu?
The hell did it go?
I don't know. I scared it.
Is the thing in the center its eye, or is it just like a gem? What is the piece in the middle? That thing.
You know, that's a great question. We get this question a lot from new Staryu owners who are trying to understand how best to take care of their Staryu. And, you know, a lot of people wonder, like, should I touch it? Should I polish it? What should I do?
Can I lick it?
You know, right. You know, we have heard that in the past. What about using my tongue as a cleaner for the Staryu? And,
yeah.
And I think that's a question that mostly comes from ignorance rather than any sort of malice. But, you know, we do like to tell people that any human body fluids are always bad for Pokemon. So do not use...
I know some artists that definitely disagree with you.
Yeah, what does the low punny community feel about that comment?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the what?
The low punny community feel about that no human fluids stance?
I guess I don't know what that community is. I've never heard of that.
It's bad.
You're very lucky. I think you're one of the luckiest people out there.
It's the same group of people who might be a little upset about Lola Bunny right now.
There's definitely some crossover.
Except that one I understand.
There's a lot of crossover of that.
Editor, can you please show low punny?
That sounds like an area of expertise that it makes perfect sense that Judgey would have. And so, you know, one of the things that as a scientist, it's very important for me to do is to define my boundaries. And that one just seems to fall outside of it. So I can't make a comment. But Judgey, what do you think?
Oh, I definitely think that Mosh is right by saying the Lola Bunny and low punny community. There's a Venn diagram, but it's just a circle. It's just one circle.
Much like the eye of the Staryu, as they call it. And as we know from actual Pokemon research, that it is not the eye, but it is the protective casing around the Staryu's multiple eyes. As we all know now, thanks to a lot of work around, Professor Mauve put in a ton of work to document the insides of Pokemon in her fantastic book, Mauve's Anatomy, where, we can actually look at and understand Pokemon anatomy from a different level. Behind that hard casing on the outside of the Staryu is actually anywhere from 18 to 6,400 eyes.
I don't like that. That's the thing I don't like.
I've now found Mom's least favorite Pokemon.
6,400?
That's now on a new list of mine. Before.
To keep up with the sophisticated questions here, Can I use my Starmie as a bidet? Is that still legal?
So that legality is an interesting phrasing on that, Mosh, because technically it is not illegal. It is.
What's the ethical stance of the butthole bubble beam?
That is a great question, Judgey. You know,
That
for
bubble butt
me,
beam.
I fall on the side of Pokemon liberation, and so I think if the Starmie is contracted to bubble beam the anus, that it is
The star hole.
unethical. Now that said, if the Starmie has decided on its own to bubble beam someone's anus, perfectly acceptable.
So I'm getting the feeling that you're against Dirt Star you.
Dirt Starmies, yes.
Dirt Starmie.
Potentially, again, this seems like something that might be out of my expertise area, and maybe.
Man, it's a lot limited than we thought when we brought you on this show.
Yeah,
We might have to reassess this contract.
I don't do a
Yeah.
lot of human stuff, is the thing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut the. All right, we're just gonna have to cut this now.
Yeah, actually, we probably
Yeah,
want
honestly, Mom,
Yeah.
pause the tape. Hey, how's it going, Punk Pals? We are back with I hope it's the final episode of Pokemon Snap. We have been just nonstop discussing these. I'm not going to
It's
bore
in
you
the
with
contract. All I'm saying is, I get to be here through the end of the episode. We agreed.
it.
It's just a piece of paper, and I don't care that it has power over me. We talked about how the government doesn't control
The
paper.
only thing agreed upon is that we would play through the frickin' game till the very last
You know what?
stage, the last course. So here we are. We're on the last course. Just start it.
All I'm trying to say is at Ask the Pokedexpert, we are much more professional than this, and I am glad to see that we are resolving our contractual disputes.
I've seen Anthony's green screen. Okay.
My
Look at it.
goodness.
This is what I've been talking about the whole time. Mew, right there.
Whoa.
In reality, in the flesh, that is a real Pokemon. Get that picture, Mama. Oh. Told you so, Deej.
Oh, Deej, you got something? He's real.
That's
There's
all
Mewtwo
I'm,
in the back?
That's all I'm saying. Look, you know,
What a
I'm glad
moment.
that we were able together to come through this. Thank you so much to Hal for having the guts to prove that Mew is a real Pokemon in this beautiful documentary video game.
Video games are real.
Judgey,
Honestly, after seeing a miracle like this, I'm ready to move past our contractual differences.
I appreciate that.
honestly,
Yeah.
the miracle of friendship is bar none to Mew. So like, if we can see Mew, we can be friends.
I'm glad that we were able to come together over this. Mama, these are some great shots of Mew.
I like you now.
Did you break the barrier?
I'm just trying to. I want to get Mew. There it is.
So he's trying to get in the bubble.
Oh, look how cute it is.
He's in the space just trying to breathe, and you just keep knocking him out of his breath bubble. He's like, please. I left the world because of you fucks.
And
He's like, I'm not what Deej said I was.
And I think that's important that we do call that out, that, you know, it's
That's our
very
unity.
easy for humans to impose an uncomfortable situation for their Pokemon, right? And what we're seeing now is an incredible example of that. Like, while, yes, it's important to photograph these Pokemon in their natural habitats, you know, sometimes we got to go out of our way to make sure that that shot counts. Because combating misinformation like Deej was spreading on his streams, you know, that's trouble. And sometimes it's worth a little bit of, you know, hard work here. So, yeah.
Yeah, and that, you know,
I'm happy we could all come together. -1.
Me too. You know, it's really important that we share this moment together. So, Mama, thank you for, you know, putting your head down and getting through the hard work that is finishing up this documentary game that has taken us in such amazing locations.
I've learned so much.
I'm really hopeful. I'm just hopeful that we didn't have to cancel all those like the fights that we had because of that whole contract thing. Like this at the end makes it all worth it. Like we're seeing.
Dude,
that's a great grab. Wow.
When did they add this?
This was the 5th DLC.
Oh, the fifth
DLC.
What?
Oh,
You know, this is a super common problem, Mama. You should have used. You
This
should
is
have
why the
used
conspiracy is.
No, this
Go
is
ahead.
not conspiracy theory. This is improper camera equipment. You should have used the right filter.
I don't know. I might be with Deej.
I don't know if I'm gonna get a better. Like, look at how beautiful that picture.
The technique of disposable cameras in the negative pressure of space is unmatched. I've never seen that technique used in real life.
I don't know if Mew is real.
I think we need to go, since we are in the wild actually taking these pictures. What I think is we need to go to our local CVS brand, CVS, no plug, go to the printing thing, take the printies, and then we go to Deej's house in undisclosed location, and we slam this on the table and say, look at what you've brought. We have it. We have Mew in this perfectly not undoctored photo.
I think we've been set up for failure knowing we were using the Sasquatch camera since the beginning to try to prove
it all
Deej.
preludes to the Butterfree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have known.
Again, that is Pokedexpert Mike Ellison. You can find me, Ask the Pokedexpert, on Twitch, on Twitter, on anchor.fm/Pokedexpert is where we have all of our episodes of. We talk about so many different Pokemon. I'm sure your favorite is in that list, and if it isn't, it's coming.
We're gonna be doing Pokemon Snap 2. Weirdly enough, it might actually be the next episode you see. Maybe we'll bring on Deej to get his side of the story here and really just tie all those loose ends together, and really just make sure everyone gets their voice heard. As I'm sure Pokedexpert Mike would agree, every Pokemon should have their voice. Deej
Is a human.
is at that same level. Yeah, so we'll bring that on. Thanks guys for joining us in this weird, awesome adventure. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, check out the description for our buddy below. But we're out, we're leaving. See you guys later.
Peace.
Bye, pals.